The first mistake we make as single women is feeling that we are missing out on something just because we are single. Don't just accept a man in your life because you feel you are missing out on something. You have to build yourself for your own self first before you build yourself as well in preparation for that man that you are looking for. Boyfriend or husband is not a reward for good things you've done. Just as you have a standard, he is also going to have a standard of what qualities he wants to see in a woman. You are not single because you've made any mistake. You are not single because God is trying to punish you. Having no standard just because you think that it would scare men away. That is like a joke. Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's so amazing to see you once again. For you who are returning to watch my video, I just want to say thank you so much for coming back, and you are welcome to subscribe if you haven't done that. And those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. For those of you who have been messaging me, I'm so grateful because that's the way I want it to be. I want us to communicate, I want us to talk, I want us to share, and that's how we grow together as sisters. So I'm always here for you. If you have any question, if you have any concern, please email me at rita@femininestarafrica.org, and I will gladly respond to your messages. If you are new here, I welcome you to join this amazing family by subscribing to this channel and also clicking on the notification bell so that anytime I have a new video up, you will be notified. In today's video, I'm talking about 7 mistakes we make whilst we are single. As single ladies, we tend to look at things in different lights. Sometimes we remain in our imaginations, as in what we are looking for, and we get trapped in that. We are unable to differentiate between what is real and what is not real, and what we should do and what we should not do. We make quite a number of mistakes which could affect us in the near future. That is why today I want to break it down for you so that for you who is single watching this video, you would be able to prepare yourself and also stay away from these mistakes to help you build yourself whilst you are single and searching or hoping to find the love of your life. The first mistake we make as single women is feeling that we are missing out on something just because we are single. I want to tell you, you are not missing out on anything because you are single. You need to know that you are single because your partner is out there looking for you, searching for you. As he is searching for you and looking for you, he is out there building himself. He is out there preparing himself to be the man that you are looking for. In that sense, it means that as you are also waiting and single in this time, you are not missing out on anything. You don't have to do things because people are doing it. Because people are out there in relationship and flaunting their relationship, don't be tempted to feel that you are missing out on something. You are not missing out on anything. Don't just accept a man in your life because you feel you are missing out on something. Don't just accept a relationship that you know very well that this relationship will not lead you to anything. Don't just accept a man because you feel that if you do not do that, you do not fit in. Go out there, have fun with yourself, treat yourself well, be happy with yourself, and just enjoy life. But always remember that you're not missing out on anything just because you are single. And because other people are flaunting their relationships online, flaunting their marriages, and flaunting whatsoever, remember that there is time for everything and your time is coming. Always know that your Mr. Right is out there looking for you. Whilst looking for you, he is preparing himself to be the man that you are looking for. And instead of feeling you're missing out on something, why not use that time to also prepare yourself and build yourself up for him? Mistake number 2 is not building yourself up, which is actually linked to the first mistake that I have mentioned. This mistake is so important because we all make this mistake. We forget to build ourselves. Instead, we sit in wait for someone to come into our lives and make our lives better. It's not enough to just say, I am looking for a man who is type A or a type B or a type C man. It is not enough to say that. You have to build yourself for your own self first before you build yourself as well in preparation for that man that you are looking for. Just as I mentioned, he is out there building himself up. So if you are not building yourself up, Know that you are going to meet him and you would not meet his standard. Just as you have a standard, he is also going to have a standard of what qualities he wants to see in a woman, a standard of what level of woman he is looking for or want to have as a wife. So you have to build yourself up first for yourself. Build your empire. Build your life, the dream you want to have, build it. The career you want to have, build it. The financial standing you want to have, build it. The social life you want to have, build it. The emotional intelligence, maturity you want to have to be able to deal with situations in a marriage, build it up. Mistake number 3, assuming that there is something wrong with you just because you are single. Please, I'm here to tell you, you are just perfect, just as you are. You are not single because you've made any mistake. You are not single because God is trying to punish you. You are not single because you've done anything bad or hurt anybody. That is not true. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not single because you are not mature enough. You are not single because you are not good enough. You are single because that is the situation. That is the season. When the season is right, you will meet Mr. Right. There is time and season. This season of singlehood is the time when you need to use to nurture yourself, to prepare yourself, to grow yourself, to be the ideal woman that you want to be, the material, the quality of woman that you want to be. Raise yourself to that position. So when you meet him, you know that this person coming for me, I deserve him as well. Not just he deserving you, but you also deserving him. Boyfriend or husband is not a reward for good things you've done. It's not like a blessing that God gives to you when you do this good thing or that good thing. No, it is something that happens at the right time when your path crosses. When your path does not cross yet, it means you two are still searching. But during that time of searching, use that time to grow yourself. Use that time to turn your life around. Use that time to build your empire. I will always keep saying this because you can't just sit there expecting to have this good quality man in your life without being that good quality woman that he is looking for. Mistake number 4, thinking that you can be your fullest, you can live your fullest life until you are married. That is never true. It is a big mistake you are making. You can live your fullest life, your fullest. Be as happy as whatever you want. Achieve any accomplishment you set up for yourself and anything you want to, do it. Okay? You can do it all before you get married. Let's look at Reverend Fathers who have never married in their lives. Are you trying to tell me because they've been never married, they don't have a life or they are not living their best life? So you can also live your fullest life. No one will come into your life to make you happy. If you are a happy person, you emit happiness, joy, always around you. People who come across you see that joy and that happiness within you, and they're coming to just complement it to make it feel better and be more. But if you are a sad person, if you are a very negative person, if you are whatever that you are, that is what you would continue to be no matter what happens. Whether you get married or you remain single, you would be that same person. So live your fullest life. Enjoy every moment. Enjoy every opportunity. Enjoy everything that you are doing. Don't put your mind on the thought that I have to be married to be happy. No, you have to be a happy person already. I have to be married to be successful. No, build your success now. I have to be married to feel honored. No, be an honorable person through the virtues that you have. Possess that honor, all right? And then you emit this honor out there. And whoever crosses path with you feels that honor and speaks about it and talk about it. The part of us that people talk about a lot is what grows and what flourishes. As you go out there looking for love, remember that you must have something at hand to bring on the table. If you are out there thinking that you cannot live your fullest life until you are married, you are wrong. You have to start living your fullest life. You have to start building everything that you want to. You have to build yourself to the point where you know that you are also bringing some value to the table. Mistake number five is accepting to be an option, not the priority, which is very, very horrible. If you are single and you have this mindset that any kind of man that comes, I have to accept him just because you feel you are growing, or just because society is pushing you, just because family is pushing you, please, I want to let you know, do not accept to be an option. Be the priority. Let a man make you the priority. Don't let him make you an option. That's how men begin to play with you. That's how men begin to hurt you. That's how men begin to take advantage of you and eventually break your heart. So don't accept to be an option just because you feel age is catching up with you, just because you feel family pressure, or just because you are feeling peer pressure. Because sometimes when our friends are getting married, every week you're going for a wedding ceremony, you've been this person's maid of honor, that person's maid of honor, and now you are like just going to weddings, and it becomes a pressure on you yourself. You put pressure on yourself, and then your peers as well, because they are your friends. You feel the pressure because they are going forward, you feel you are not going forward. Please, please take it easy. Your time is not yet up. Oftentimes we get to the point where any man that comes into our life, we say, let me just accept this person, because you've gotten to the point where you feel so much pressure, too much pressure, pressure from everywhere. I want you to not let this pressure get into your head, because when this pressure gets to your head and you accept anything, you become the person's option. He can toy with you and do anything with you because you are not his priority. And when you are not somebody's priority, he has no respect for you, he doesn't treat you well. Imagine marrying a man who has no time for you, who doesn't respect you, who beats you up and does horrible things to you. Domestic violence. All these things happens in marriages because sometimes women make the mistake. They have to accept just anything and become the option, not a priority. And you don't want to make this mistake, because that is a very expensive mistake which could ruin your life or even end your life prematurely. Number six is not loving yourself. Whilst we are single, sometimes we tend to not love our own selves. We tend to, look mean on ourselves, undermine ourselves. We feel like I have to look this pretty, I have to do this makeup, I have to do this thing and that thing to look beautiful for the man. Please don't go out there spending money on yourself, doing this hairstyle or that hairstyle, buying clothes, expensive clothes, just because you want to please somebody, just because you feel you want to attract this particular kind of man into your life. What about yourself? Love yourself to the point where you know you're worth so much that you don't wait for somebody to come and tell you how pretty you are, or how important you are, or how valuable you are, or how amazing you are, and how special you are. You don't wait for someone to come and tell you that, because you already know who you are, the value and the worth that you have. So you don't wait for somebody's son to come and tell you that. So you don't also go out there spending so much money or doing things just to build your physical self, okay, to please him or to satisfy the kind of man you are looking for. Please don't make that mistake. Go out there loving yourself, knowing that you are worth it, knowing that yes, you have flaws, but it's okay. That's not a problem at all. And also, when you love yourself, it is then that you are able to look for and search for what you deserve, not just sit down and anything that comes your way. Like I said in the mistake number five, you just accept anything because, if you don't love yourself, you would accept just anything that comes your way. You would not take the time and the patience to grow yourself, to wait and find the right person at the right time. Imagine you are feeling you are growing. It means you don't even love yourself. You are feeling that you are not pretty enough. You don't love yourself. If you love yourself, means that you don't care about your flaws. You know your flaws. Physically, you know your flaws. You know that this is who you are. This is part of you. You can't change it. You appreciate it. But what you rather do is build your internal values, your internal characteristics that emanate from within, which is the most valuable ingredients that you need to be able to build a relationship that could lead into marriage, and a long lasting one, of course, not just the physical things. So, are you making that mistake of not loving yourself? Please change that mindset, change that thought, and start loving yourself. Start appreciating you just as you are. Mistake number 7, and which is the final mistake I'll be talking about in this video, is having no standard just because you think that it would scare men away. Please stop it. That is like a joke. Okay, you need to have your standard. I did a video on what not to tolerate in a relationship, and I recommend that you watch it because I know it would help you with a lot of things that you need to watch out for before you even step into a relationship. And now that you are single, when the men are coming, you need to start sieving them. And I recommend you watch this video because it will be very, very helpful to you. If you meet a man who feels scared or threatened because of your standards which you've set for yourself, and because of the level of, maturity that you have, or the discipline that you have, or the amazing accomplishments that you have attained, and that person feels scared or feels threatened by you, please walk away. You do not want to have a man in your life who wants you to lower your standard to meet him at his level. Be bold enough to hold on to your standard. If it is part of your standard that you don't want to have sex before marriage, let him know. If he walks away because of that standard, let him go. Just know that he is not the one for you, and he does not deserve you. A man who does not respect your standards does not respect you as a person, and you do not want to compromise with such a thing. You do not want to compromise with your standard, because when you do so, one day you would live to regret that you have done that action. Don't lower your standard. And as you are there, if you do not have or haven't set a standard for yourself as in what you are looking for in a man whilst you are single, then this is the time for you to start setting these standards for yourself. I also did a video on, if you do not have these things, do not get married. And I recommend that you watch this video because I believe that there are some things in there that can help you set a standard for yourself, grow your own self to the level that you want to be, and be the woman that that man is out there searching for whilst you are single. Make sure to use that time to grow yourself to the fullest, to reach your fullest potential. If you want to travel, please do that traveling. If you want to do whatever, please do it. Happy yourself. Be a happy person. Love yourself just as you are. And don't ever think that there is anything wrong with you just because you're single. There is nothing wrong with you because you are single. If a man comes into your life and feels that he is not happy, he's not satisfied, he is not seeing what you have inside, not on the outside, then just remember and know that he doesn't deserve you. You deserve better than that. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you are new here, my name is Rita Siao. I am an educator, a public speaker, and the founder of a non-profit organization called Feminine Star Africa, where we work so hard to empower young women and girls. I welcome you to my channel, and I invite you to take a seat, subscribe to this channel, and also click on the notification bell so that anytime a new video is up, you will be notified. Don't forget to leave an amazing comment down there because it really inspires me and it helps us have conversation. It also helps someone who passed by to watch this video to learn something from you as well. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.